So now we're live, so you should be able to
join.
See on your phone.
You see us flashing? Yes, here you are. Okay, now I'm going to, it's not guest though, is it?
Yeah.
Is it guest? Did you get an invitation?
Yeah.
Yes, here we are. Okay, cool. Now.
Should we turn this one on?
Or turn this off now.
All right.
Oops. Now we're going to go into the settings and set it up so we can see you better. How do we do this again?
Oh,
Click
hold on.
Guests.
Hosts?
No,
not.
Guests.
Guests.
And then settings.
Settings. Hi, everybody.
Layout. Grid.
Grid. Okay, now you just have to turn your camera on.
I'm working on
so
it.
I can see you.
Yeah, there we go. We did it.
Oh. You hear us okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
We are live with, can you say your name properly?
Arina Franzen.
Arina Franzen.
Dark Tales.
Okay. From Dark Tales. And how do you call your secondary line?
It's her name.
Arina Franzen Botanical Perfumery.
Mm-hmm.
So excited to talk. We've been fans of you for months and months. Feels like forever.
Thank you.
Yes, in FragCom time.
In FragCom
It's like
time.
dog time.
It's like dog
1
time.
month is 7 months.
Awesome.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
It is a long time. Okay. So you sent us your discovery sets. So we have several of those and a couple of full bottles to talk about. And you have this is the one that you purchased.
Yes,
already.
this is the one that I purchased when I first found you, the Nosferatu,
Mm-hmm.
which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we sent off our other discovery sets to one of our buddies, the ones that we
I
bought.
love that you commented, actually. I watched your video and when you said, like, oh, Jamie's going to hate it. And I'm like, ha, ha, ha.
This is not her style.
I like weird things sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Actually, even since I first got that, your taste has evolved a bit.
Should we spray it and test me?
Well, do you want to jump right out of the gate and do that? Sure.
Why not?
And the juice is so dark, it's hard to see, but I love the little bat figure. And
Right. The Nosferatu, I actually prepped here.
Yeah.
So.
Is this your first live ever?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for doing it with us.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sweating here, like I'm very stressed, like I'm having an exam here. So.
I was just rushing to do a Dark Tales inspired makeup look. Because that's thank you. That's my latest
Thing.
hyperfixation is figuring out how to do makeup. It's fun.
This is a beautiful, dark, spicy resinous.
Yeah, now I love this.
Yeah.
I'm evolving too.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd love to hear some of your story. You live in Sweden.
Yeah.
How did you get into making perfume?
I don't know, just, well, if to start like a little bit jumps way back in time, I'm a historian.
Okay.
And I have a PhD in history and I used to be a writer, but I always like all this like dark stories and all. So I just changed the tool basically. Like I'm still storytelling.
Yes.
So it's
Do you
just,
have books that we can,
yeah.
we can go read?
Sorry?
Yeah. Do you have books that we can go read?
Yeah, but let's not talk about that right now.
We'll stick with the perfume storytelling for now.
Yeah, let's stick to perfumes. Yeah, and then in Sweden, well, I had quite a boring job here, and I was quite depressed, and I ordered like a little discovery set of like microscopic. Well, it's not a really even perfumery; it's more like witchery or something.
Yeah.
So they had like perfume oils and I applied it and it was so good at that time because it was like lavender orange and like something else, like 3 notes, super simple. But I was quite blown by it because it was like perfume oils. It's like a whole world
Yeah.
I didn't know about. And I don't know. Well, I don't mean to mock the person who did it, but I thought like, okay, I can do better.
Yeah, good.
Like, I don't know. It just clicked. Like somehow I know how to do it.
And how long ago was that?
About 7 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, ooh.
That's so good.
I like the number 7.
A magical number for you.
Well, it's kind of like a feminine cycle.
Yeah.
The number 7. That's so
Maybe.
great.
Had you been into perfume prior to that at all? Like, did you grow up wearing fragrances? Did you have favorite fragrances?
Now
Nothing.
it's just been a hobby. Well, as a small kid, like I was sitting on the floor and I took my mom's like discovery set, like that they were selling like back in like 90s, like those mini bottles from duty free. So it's like 3-4 year old kid. I was opening this coffret and taking those tiny bottles out and I was sniffing them super carefully, never broke anything. And like the best thing for me was to figure, well, not a figure, but like to smell something new, like I haven't smelled before. Like I didn't really sort like I like or dislike it. I just smelled like everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I carefully put it back and like I played with those mom's perfumes and it was fun.
Nice. Did your mom have a signature scent that she loved?
Not really, I think. Well, I didn't really like her perfumes. I don't mean to offend my mom.
Yeah.
She's wearing like some Gucci and like, well, something that was popular back in 90s.
Yes.
Well, I'm a 90s kid. Yeah, so. And then when I was a teenager, I was going to perfumery shops and I was smelling everything that's standing on the shelves just for fun. And then I had a little hobby, like trick or treat sort of. Like if a person passed on me, like I could tell which perfume he wore. Like I was so like learning what's on the shelves.
That's amazing. You have a good scent memory then? Really good scent. I'm sure that helps you a lot.
Mm.
I'm going to pull up the comments on my phone so that we can keep tabs of people's questions and things.
Okay, good thinking.
I thought so myself.
That's good thinking.
Yeah. Okay, we've already got lots of our friends here. Yes. Amanda is here. Amanda, did you get the sample set already? Wasn't it her that we sent it to?
Yes.
Yeah. Ski Mask Zaddy is here. Lance is here. Lance, we did select winners for the giveaway. It was emailed this morning. Luke is here. Brage is here. He's in your neighborhood.
Kind of.
Well,
it's a European neighborhood.
Well, he's in a Scandinavian country, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought he was in Italy.
And to me, even though that's like 4 countries, like it's all one region to the American brain.
Okay.
Dustin, welcome, guys. Coffee's here from Poland. Welcome. So glad you guys are joining us. Stan, good morning to you, buddy. Okay. Oh, and Omid is here. Welcome. And Juan. And Thais. Excellent. She's on the beach in Puerto Rico. So we got people in Europe, America, Puerto Rico, Poland, all kinds of places.
Norway.
Brage's in Norway.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love your new store, by the way. It looks amazing.
Oh my God.
Wow, you did a great job with it.
Yeah, it's quite different from the previous one. I just had a next door location. I just had a next door location, literally, before, and I opened that shop last June.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was quite an upgrade from like microscopic studio I had here before. I was like, oh, this is so cool. But when I started upgrading and like new packaging, like all those new bottles were literally sitting on boxes, like me and my assistant really like pushing each other. Like, no, we can't work like that anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now I'm sitting in the like showroom space, but then like behind the curtains I have like a massive lab out there.
Oh, so you're doing all your perfumery in your shop now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
before,
cool.
had you been doing it in your house or apartment?
Well, 7 years ago when I started, it was home based.
Yeah.
And then it's slowly expanding, moved out from home, and then
That's amazing.
Well, at some point I was sitting in my closet, so because I had to sacrifice my office for a kid's room, so I moved like Harry Potter into the closet.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you do this full time? Do you have to work another job, or this is
No. That's like this much.
Amazing. Oh, I love that.
That's so cool. How big is the town that you're in? And because you've got your retail shop there in town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How big of a city are you in?
Not so big. I think if you can compare, maybe as big as Cambridge, sort of.
Okay.
Well, it's a student city.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, great.
For its university. Yeah.
And the perfume culture there is obviously strong enough for you to be able to open a retail shop and be doing.
Well, right now it's viral, actually, and like last Christmas theme for the present was niche perfume, and I was like, yes, like I'm doing something right here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Cool.
Okay, so do you have a lot of people coming in and out of your shop every day? Is it busier in the week?
No, I'm open only twice a week.
Oh,
Well, I've been closed now for 2 months since we've been renovating and building this new shop, but otherwise just twice a week. Well, sometimes people pass, they see the light, they just knock on the window, and I'm like, hey.
hey, come back. Come back when we're open. Yeah.
No,
Wow.
I'm actually letting everybody know.
Oh, okay.
Like I am dark tails, but like I'm quite cozy and fluffy, so to speak. I'm not as dark.
Well, I was going to ask because it seems like in some ways the way that this brand all just sort of like seamlessly fits together with the perfume style, it seems like it's a pretty natural extension of your personality. Like this is not something that you consulted with, marketing experts and randomly came up with this theme. It feels pretty personal.
Yeah. Well, I used to be a goth, and once a goth, always a goth. So
Yeah. Okay. I was just telling her before, like she needed some goth lipstick to go with the.
I don't have any goth lipstick.
No.
No.
Maybe that'll be your next fizz.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I have heard that. I've heard that once a goth, always a goth, and then it's very hard to figure out how to incorporate color into your wardrobe.
Really?
Yeah. But it can be like challenging.
I actually see some of my friends like, hi, Linus.
Nice.
Excellent.
Coming out here.
Excellent. Okay. Do you want to sniff some stuff?
Of course.
No, how did Nosferatu develop for you? Now that it's been lying a bit.
Yes.
Let me smell.
This is what we're
I
smelling,
should
guys.
actually put some on skin.
Hmm.
Yeah. So to me, as it dries down, it becomes a little bit kind of like one of those dark academia type of scents.
That's the plan.
That is the plan. Okay, where it's got that sort of like musty, dusty, old kind of leathery and slightly powdery. I think it's great.
I'm flabbergasted that you even know that term.
Dark academia.
That's like a Gen Z term.
I'm cool. What can I tell you? Yeah, I'm actually gonna put
Well,
this.
the plan here was to, sorry, I'm not used to life, okay?
Okay.
Well, the smell here was the plan to imitate, like, as if you're going to, like, elegant crypt with some wooden elements and, like, all
Yes.
those kind of thing.
So good on skin.
Something about, like, Victorian times, you're, like, wearing this, high hat, whatever it's called, like, dark coat and, like,
Yes.
going so elegant.
Yep. So it makes me
As
think.
if, like, you're Van Helsing, kind of, and then you're going to
Yeah.
this crypt.
Yeah. So when I first sprayed it, and still, it conjures up for me. There's this kind of restaurant bar club here in Denver. It's called Death and Company or Death and Co. And it's got this dark gothic vibe. And the first time we went in, I thought like, okay, this is where like all of the ritzy secret vampire enclaves would meet, and hold their secret meetings. It's like, it's got that kind of a vibe. And that's what this reminds me of.
Good.
Yeah.
I love that.
Where was this? This was a relative recent creation, correct?
Yeah, well, actually, you're having the more or less limited edition right now. Well, it was the first edition. When you have it, it turned out way darker. Oh, here it is. So right now you can see.
Oop, we lost her.
That's all right. She'll be back.
We'll,
Must have lost Wi-Fi.
We'll
or
keep
something.
an eye on here. We'll answer some questions here. Jacob, you asked about the winners for Colorado Summertime. They were picked this morning and notified via email. So
Yes.
if you didn't get an email, I'm sorry, you were not a winner. It was only a 1% chance of winning. We picked 9 winners. There was almost 900 submissions. So the odds were not good.
Check your messages and see if she messaged.
I will do that.
She may have lost Wi-Fi, and if so, yeah, these are very cool, Zaddy. The bottles are really nice. The juice is very interesting. These are high naturals. She's got a mixed media line that she calls Dark Tales. This is called King's Jester. And she also has. Oh, we got a cheer. We also got this. We have one of her botanical perfumery lines. This one's called Catholicon. It smells like a church. It's very, very cool. Okay, I'm just gonna look and see.
She's messaging me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and invite her again.
Okay. I will try to figure out how to do that. I can do that via finding her here.
I'll let her know, or I'll ask her, are you in the live?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. This is the fun of...
Did you find her?
No. Dark Tales. Oops.
I'm letting her know she has to join as an observer first.
I can't do it. Yeah, she's not in there.
Yeah.
That's why. As soon as I see her, I'll add her in. Yes, technology and its many problems. You're right. All right,
there
here
she is.
That's okay. That's funny. How do I get her in here again? I'm going to mark this viewer and bear with me, guys. Add her as a guest. Sent an invite. Here she is. That worked.
Okay.
Back.
I got very stressed. I don't know what happened. I just got kicked out.
Something like this happens pretty much every live.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least the feed is good.
Yeah, the feed is actually very good.
Yeah, like the Wi-Fi is strong.
Yeah. So we were talking about Nosferatu. What's the note breakdown and or ingredients, sort of secrets? I mean, obviously there's a lot of dark resinous stuff in here and some incense materials.
Right, I'm going to answer you just in a sec. I'm just going to show you the moment where it broke out.
I'm asking her to tell.
So the newer version, actually, you can see the bat a little bit better here.
Yes,
And
the bat shows
also
up.
it's a different cap, like it's more like marble style, like I upgraded
Nice.
my whole new line and larger. Well, you see the new boxes as well. So
Yep.
you got, yeah, there we go. The breakdown, well, I am as alternative perfumer as it could be. I'm not following like any like standards or any templates how to build an Eckert or how to do something. Like I'm doing my own thing. And whenever I'm talking to my students, I always tell them learn ingredients.
Yep.
Not meaning like, I don't know, not like chemically, well, that's good as well, but more like how do you feel about the ingredients? For example, like if to create the metal Eckert, and well, I had a friend who was like battling how to create a metal Eckert and combine them with other Eckerts. And he told me like, hey, like I'm getting like, I don't know, 11, 12 versions of this perfume. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to combine them together. I'm like, forget about the Eckerts. Like, don't focus on that. Pick ingredients that are having the same profile. So you want to go for a metallic note, pick ingredients that have this metallic ingredient. So for example, lavender, whatever you pronounce it. Like lavender can be floral, it can be herbal, it can be metallic, it can be minty, it can be earthy even, like so many things. And for example, frankincense, it can be metallic as well, it can be airy, also minty, and like. And if you combine lavender and incense, you're gonna pimp up their identical characteristics, which is metal and like mint-ish, like fresh element, like steel. So together, they're gonna accelerate this metallic Eckert, and so on.
Yep.
So whenever I'm creating something, I never focus on breaking it down to Eckerts or to ingredients. I kind of know like what I want to get out of it. And I never mix the perfume and then I come up with a name for it. Like I already know how it should smell before I mix it. Like I already get the picture, I already get the concept. And what's special about my perfumes is that I focus so much about the feeling, like how do I want to feel the scent?
Sure.
Like I have this picture, I have this story. Okay, what do I feel about it as well? Like, you know.
I mean, they are. It's, in fact, I think that I said something to that effect when we first smelled these last year. And those were your older EDP versions, right?
Right.
That, of course it has to do with the excellent marketing and packaging and the whole theme, but that the scents themselves are atmospheric and moody and like they really capture the essence of some kind of like emotional state. Like they paint a picture or they tell a story. They're not just smells, which is what's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did I do a good job?
You did. Yeah,
Great
you
job.
did. I mean, and again, I said before we knew anything about you, I fell in love with the whole theme and was thinking, God, I hope these scents can live up to the expectations, and they do. I mean,
The
the
storytelling was so
scents are
good.
as moody and evocative as the print, which I love. I love the stories associated with each fragrance that come with this wonderful little booklet. It's all very, very cool.
Very cool.
Thank you.
So,
What was your first perfume that you made?
Old Library was one of the three.
Okay.
First.
which one?
Old Library. Let's smell
Oh.
that one.
Is that even in the
Yes,
new
it is.
release? It is.
Sure.
Okay.
Do the same. Actually, it's very fun, like to re-smell my perfumes with you,
Yeah.
because I'm so used to them. Like I almost forget how they smell, because now it's just
Yeah, you just think of it as like
more
the
packed. It's
project.
more like I don't think about it. Like
Yeah.
it's the breakdown anymore.
Yes, Vince, I do get that a lot. Vince says I look like Kurt Angle. Sometimes Kurt Angle, sometimes Triple H.
The American wrestler for international people.
I will pre-fold some of these. How about that?
Here. I'm offering it to you.
Oh, you've dipped it?
I've dipped it. Sweet, woody, and spicy. I love that you break it down in multiple different ways.
I do too.
She has featured notes. She has the fragrance family, so you can kind of get a feel for what it is. There's a scent profile, which for this one is leather-bound old books with powdery, fragile papers, ancient wooden bookshelves, and a medieval monastery aura.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So compared to other sort of library booky scents, this one to me is I get a lot more of the sweetness and the woods.
Okay, where's the thing? Can I elaborate a little bit?
Please.
The story
Yeah.
behind it. Are you familiar with the movie or the book, The Name of a Rose? What? A
Yes.
Name of a Rose?
Yeah, the old book. Yeah.
Yeah, by Umberto Eco, and then there's also
Yes.
a wonderful movie.
Yep.
So actually, this old library was inspired by that monastery, like secrets, so going through
Yes.
those labyrinths.
Okay.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and so from the scent, I get, unlike a lot of other kind of library or booky scents, I get as much of that old bookshelf as I do the book, right? It's the woodiness is more in the forefront, which I really love. And that subtle sweetness, which is coming from what?
Cedarwood.
Ah, okay.
In Old Library, I'm using a lot of that cedarwood. And that specific cedarwood, I'm not gonna, it's a little secret which cedarwood is, where it comes from, so I'm not telling that. But anyway, it has this super dusty element in it.
Okay.
So I'm not adding anything else on top of it to imitate this dustiness. It's just cedarwood.
Well, it's just a part of the cedar wood itself.
Yep.
It's the magic of the right materials, right? Like people think cedar, but if you had used, a different cedar instead of this one, it would be a completely different scent.
Love this.
Yeah, that's really nice. And I will tell, I'm curious about
Thanks, Amanda.
when and why of the concentration change and to what extent were people think when they look at different formula concentrations that it's literally just more or less alcohol, but many perfumers are actually tweaking the formula itself. I'm curious how much.
I can elaborate on that. Right.
Yeah.
Within Dark Tales, actually, there's no really change in the scent. Since I upgraded them, it's only the concentration. Because within Dark Tales, I always build my scents as perfumes like, if to speak like Free Girl, Eau de Perfume is built like a little bit of base notes, mediocre heart notes, and a lot of top notes.
Yep.
That's Eau de Toilette. Sorry, I can't talk either. Eau de Perfume is more base notes, way more heart notes, and a bit less top notes. So it's focusing more on the heart notes.
Okay.
And Perfume or Extrait de Perfume, which is basically the same thing, it's based more on this grounding, those base notes.
Okay.
Then it's heart notes, and then it's microscopic amount of top notes or even lack of top notes.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
That's how it's built, and also the concentration grows. So within Arina Franzen Perfumery, I did rebuild it and I did reformulate that, but I discontinued that. So if anybody tried my Eau de Perfumes versions, they're way lighter than the current perfumes. But within Dark Tales, I always, since it's darker perfumes, darker stories, they were built as perfumes like from the start.
I see. So even when they were EDPs, they were still base dominant.
Yeah, like the formulation itself was built as if perfume. And when I upgraded the concentration, it was just logical because they should have been the perfume all along.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. It's a noticeable change. I mean, I love the EDPs, but these are richer. I mean, they really present differently, and I'm excited. I'm excited about them. Yeah, I'm a little bit.
He's a perfume lover through and through.
I am. Yeah.
So someone had a great question. They wanted to know which one of these of your Dark Tales line was the most challenging to make.
I would say actually Haunted Circus was quite challenging.
I'm gonna find that one.
Haunted, yeah.
Why not?
Here you can show.
Pikachu Fragrances says, to me, Old Library smells like those small Swedish island wooden huts. I don't know what those are, but you probably do. Amanda says this one is so good, she puts it up there with Santal Majuscule, which is a hell of a compliment, and I would agree.
Okay, here's Haunted Circus.
Okay, well, Haunted Circus wasn't originally my idea to make.
I see.
So when I'm creating something of my own, like from my own world, from my own head, like I kind of know how it should smell.
Yep.
But this one, it was quite challenging because, well, I ran the contest on Instagram and I said, come up with Dark Tales inspired stories of your own. So short stories with a dark twist. And in the end, I would pick, well, originally I said 3, but then I ended up picking 8 because they were all so good. And I created like a bespoke, custom-made perfume for those stories. And this Haunted Circus, it was a story that actually my assistant came up with. She also participated in this contest.
Yeah.
And she's so tricky. Like, she challenged me, actually. It was like pure perfumery challenge that she could come up like with all those difficult notes that she piled up together. I'm like, okay, challenge accepted. So that one was actually tricky to recreate this rubber and popcorn and butter and salt and fog making machine. And the story was that the person is going through autumn forest with decomposing autumn leaves, and you get the soil, and then you approach this haunted circus and you see those clowns with this vintage makeup. Yeah.
This is a great autumn scent.
You missed the story, but her assistant created
the booklet.
Entire image of this very complicated note profile. And so it has the powdery rubber, caramel, sweet popcorn, theater makeup, ozone, patchouli, decomposing autumn leaves. Like very, very challenging.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
It just screams fall to me. It screams October.
Well, if to round it out, it's a gourmand fragrance with industrial twist.
Yeah.
I love that. Gourmand.
Like herbal, but it's also plasticky and rubbery at the same time. So,
very cool.
Thank you.
What was the fragrance that from the Dark Tales collection that you thought came together the easiest? That was just like a super easy one to do.
That's actually a difficult question because every creation is one-time mixing. I never redo.
Really?
I never remix. I never reformulate anything. So everything that you smell is actually from the first time mixing.
Man, am I jealous.
It's either a win or I don't launch that at all. Like I don't redo it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was maybe throughout this whole 7 years that I'm doing this, and I lost the count how many it was. I don't know, 300-400. I think I actually remade maybe 3 or 4 fragrances, And that's from the new line that I'm launching around summer. I'm making the music line. It's inspired by this music decades, starting from 1930s and going all the way to the 2000s.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is that a
And
separate?
I'm struggling with jazz.
Is that a separate label, or will that be under Dark Tales?
It's going to be under Dark Tales, but it's how do you call it? Scent Rewind or something like that. Well, I don't remember. It's still in project.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I was struggling that I couldn't really get this decay, this musical epoch that I wanted to. Like jazz was a little tricky. 80s, I think I made like 3-4 versions as well because I wanted to get this neon, this a bit synthetic, colorful, fruity, like bright colors. So, well, but it's coming later. You'll have a chance to test it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about King's Jester.
I think your husband is in the chat.
Tim.
Country win. Thank you, Tim.
Husband,
no privacy.
always
No
there
privacy.
with incest. Okay, so what do we want to smell next?
Let's do King's Jester.
Okay, so King's Jester is another one. Again, you might see it better for her, but this is the back of the bottle. So on the back of her labels, you can see that Jester, kind of like dark, brooding Jester in the background there. I'm ecstatic that this is a full bottle I got.
You just like that archetype so much. The trickster archetype, the jester, the fool.
So, God, it's so evocative. So this has some of that same kind of like powdery, musty, castle wall stuff. Is this the one with the castle wall note, or is that a different one? It's got some of that in there. So red mandarin, candle wax, tonka bean, cashmere, metal, oak wood, suede leather, aged vanilla, and ebony wood. I just adore this one. So what was the story behind this?
Well, outside Dark Tales catalog and what you're actually reading, this one was inspired by the punk band, which is actually called King and the Jester.
Okay.
So this scent is a tribute to that band, and I love it because every song is a super dark tale that almost like folklore with a very dark twist that they put it with like, well, quite verbal punk music. So I adore that band. I even have like a tattoo. Well, you can
Oh,
see
nice.
if you're inspired by that. So I love it. Like it influenced like my perfume making quite a lot with all those dark stories and like historical influence and also. So it was a tribute to this punk band with a lot of like dust, rum, drinking, leather, almost sticky floors in those pubs, and also like the historical actual jester. And I imagine him wearing leather with his costume. I wanted to be leather. So
Yeah.
Love that.
Amanda agrees. She says this does feel like castle walls. There is really this. It's just, again, it's moody and it's evocative. These are scents that like put you someplace.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just smell a certain way; they put you someplace.
Which one would you like to talk about next? Or do you want me to pick?
I'm actually quite curious. What do you think about? Or you ask me or your audience? Sorry,
You.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm quite curious. What do you think about Purple Veil?
Oh, I remember liking that one a lot.
I actually don't remember that one.
I do.
Because that one is love or hate. Actually,
It's a what?
it's a love or hate.
It's a love or hate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like it a lot.
Ugh.
I was toying with.
Can we put in another order, please?
Yes, we can. He's begging me to put another order, and I said yes, we can.
Oh, that's really good.
Very cool.
Okay, I'll ask it to Ramona. Anything with petrichor? Yes, Fern Valley. So Fern Valley is quite a realistic walk in the forest where you feel this petrichor after the rain scent with the damp soil, moss, and everything connected to it.
Purple Veil is quite strong. I love this. I really love this. Bergamot, lilac, peony, coumarin, violet leaf, heliotrope, iris, jasmine, subtle incense, white musk, and powdery vanilla. I'm just in heaven.
The story is intense.
Hmm.
It's an intense story. I'll read a little bit of it for our audience. Veiled in quiet sorrow, the young bride meets her future husband, a very old man, her gaze drifting downward, lost in dreams of an unknown fate. Flowers woven into her hair, she stands frozen in time, untouched by the world's harsh breath. A faint glow softens her form, as if the heavens themselves mourn her solitude. Beneath the delicate lace of her wedding gown lingers a melancholy, a secret unspoken, forever held in the folds of tradition and duty, as she faces a future unchosen.
Yeah, so it's not a happy scent,
Ugh.
or it's not a happy. It's not a happy story.
It's if you
Well,
didn't
technically,
know,
there's no happy sense within dark tales in general.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
if you didn't know the story behind this, I think you could wear it, and you might wear it on a rainy day or a day that was kind of melancholic, moody, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Well, I was aiming to create a sad fragrance in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's soft, powdery, sad.
yeah,
It is. It's a beautiful dark floral. There's a couple
It's
of
dark?
there's a huh?
you think it's dark?
I do think that's dark. Yeah. I mean, to me, that's like it's like purple and gray. It's like
Oh, okay.
the colors for
Oh,
me.
I don't know why I'm giving it back to you.
I don't know. Maybe you love me. That's
I do
fine.
love you.
This one is actually biggest chameleons I have in my perfumery. This really depends on the chemistry of the person who's wearing it. Like it can go from like really dumb, those decomposing florals. Some are going to have only this nut element. And for some, it's going to be very gentle, soft, violet-ish like florals.
Okay, we're both
both
gonna
putting it
experiment.
on.
We're
We're
both
gonna
putting it
see.
on. We'll see what happens.
Like I met my friend the other day and she's like, oh, smell my wrist. Like, what do you think about this? I'm like, I don't recognize this. I'm like, oh, it's not a perfume. I'm like, like, oh, it's Purple Veil. I'm like, I would never say I created that one.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was so different from the OG. So
Um,
that was beautiful.
Interesting. Okay, smell it on me and tell me what you perceive.
It's almost unsmellable on you.
What?
And it's kind of green.
It's green.
Yeah.
It absolutely. It turned green on me.
It still maintains its intense floral on me.
Yeah.
That's because I'm a
The
bride.
sweeter, darker floral comes through. For me, it actually turned brighter and greener and stemmier. That's interesting.
Well, the plan here is that it's having this very bitter, almost unpleasant opening with this nuts, with this heliotrope, and that's when I expect this young lady to see this greasy old man, like with his fat hair standing at the
Yeah.
altar, and she's seeing him for the first time, and I imagine him something like Scrooge, for example,
Right.
the Christmas Carol, and
The big fat mutton chops going down the side of his face.
yeah, like that, like green long nose, and he's standing there with this, this almost disturbing opening. But then she is so young, and she's like going to this altar because she has to marry him. I don't know whoever just joined now. I'm telling about the story of the perfume. Here, so she's approaching the altar, and she's young, and she's beautiful, and she's like a fresh flower, and she's still having her hopes, like, oh, maybe I'm gonna love him, or maybe it's gonna be better, or maybe it's gonna work out. So it's like she's sad, but she's still hoping for a better life. So it's more like this beautiful melancholy. So yeah.
Amanda says that she loves it. She didn't like it at first, but because at first she got a black licorice vibe, which I actually totally understand.
She said, but then it turns into a black licorice.
Did she? Smelled it? No, but then
I didn't like it first,
But
then it smelled like
well, I don't
black
know which
licorice.
direction she's going, but I get the black licorice part for sure. Chelsea's asking what your most romantic but melancholic scent is. That's kind of this one. I mean, certainly the vibe.
That's the most melancholic, I would say. Let me think a little bit more. Well, more or less all of them are kind of sad.
Yeah.
Put it that way, like a dark tales after all. Well, I think floating candles is. I think it's kind of sad. It's comforting and warm, but I feel it as a sad fragrance. But that's me.
Let's check
I
that
love
out.
this one.
Our friend Eddie is in the chat. He's an American indie perfumer. The name of his brand is House of Oubliette. You guys have a lot in common thematically,
Vibes
like
wise.
dark gothic vibes. He says I would love to try these fragrances. Yes, Eddie, you would love to try these for sure.
Love them.
Mr. Got Plenty, hello. Okay.
Floating candles.
Right.
Guys, these make me so happy, and I swear it's not just because I spent all last night smelling Fulton and Wolf. Like they are so evocative. Oh yeah, look at that. Can you show that again, the back, Arina?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's what was that, Mary?
No, that's an unknown image, figure in clothes, or in, how you call that? In fabric, standing like in the
an archway.
Hallway.
Yes.
All right, so let's tell you about floating candles.
It's a faceless figure. Let's say it's a ghost.
I like that. So tell us the notes, love.
Candle wax, dark amber, smoky incense, powdery linen, violet petals, moss, and aged vanilla.
Okay, so the vanilla comes through, but it's not a sweet vanilla. Again, it's got this same kind of like dusty, cold thing going on.
It's ghostly.
Yeah.
I mean, floating candles. It's like
It's
ghostly.
absolutely, yeah.
So would you agree with me that it's kind of sad? Like
Yes.
even
Yes.
with all
And
the warm
mysterious.
notes listed, it's kind of sad, right?
Yep. Sad,
Dark.
mysterious, haunting.
Mm.
Oh, it's just beautiful. Oh. So
This is actually the darker brother of the Catholicon, and you got the Catholicon that's way lighter version of something like that.
I see. Okay. Yes, we were debating between the two. That's right. We'll get to these guys. This is her
Botanical.
This is her eponymous botanical line, 100% natural.
You're super excited to use that word eponymous, weren't you?
It's a good word, eponymous. Pikachu, we have not tried Rosen yet. We will get there.
Is Rosen-
So-
Yeah, I'll read it.
Oh, okay, let's do it.
all right, we're going to do it now, Pikachu. Ask and you shall receive. Floating candle stands right up my alley. Jamie, do her scents remind you of the feel of immortal heat?
Yes.
What is that?
Immortal Perfumes. Perfume oils.
Oh.
She's in Portland.
Is
Yes.
this the one that every time I hear it, I'm like, we should try them? And you're like, we've
We
tried
did.
them. Yeah.
We did. Yes, similar. Less heavy on the spices. Immortal Perfumes is very heavy on spices. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm sorry, I'm in love with floating candles.
Wait till you smell this, though.
Okay,
Stop.
well,
Stop. Everyone stop and smell this. That one is amazing.
Stop and smell the Rosen.
I love this one. I love this
Oh.
one. We haven't smelled this. This is newer.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, this
It
one.
used to be a limited edition. Now it came as a proper full line upgrade.
So this one's got more kind of citrus and like. There was a little bit of an indolix or something going on in there, or gourmandy. What is going on there?
Blackcurrant. The opening is blackcurrant.
I see.
But it's a microscopic amount of it, so
Okay, Divana, dried florals, blackcurrant, red grapefruit. It's red grapefruit gives me a little bit of that kind of like tart sour thing. Vintage white musk, creamy mushroom, cocoa, ebony wood, Buddha wood, benzoin, and aged sandalwood. Oh. All right, what's the theme with this one, Arina?
well, the story is about. Okay, let's have all the masks uncovered here. So that person, that Pikachu fragrances, that person is named Linus, and his last name is Roseanne.
Ah,
Okay.
So it is my friend. Like we met at one of the perfume expos, and then we developed, a close friendship on this fragrance based. It's a
Yeah.
tight community. And having a perfumer as a friend has its perks. So once he came for my perfume making workshops, I think we had it one-on-one. He came and he mixed his scent. So this Roseanne is actually, he mixed the OG.
Okay.
Ah.
We loved the results so much, and we discussed it and asked him like, okay, is it okay with him to put this one on the line?
Yeah.
And he agreed that yeah, that's cool. And then we came up with a story about this time traveler, and well, the perfume, how it is right now, the one you were smelling, it's a bit adjusted. Like I altered it a bit.
Hmm.
The OG formula was made by him.
Okay.
So I give the credits to Linus for inspiring and creating this scent. So the story behind this, well, Linus is a very interesting person. He, well, he's young. Okay, sorry, I don't want to insult Linus, but what are you, 25, 27? 27?
Hey, young is young. It's all right.
Okay, I would say. But he is so old school, and I love about him. Like he is as if he like came from another time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like the way he acts and like moves and does everything. So this story, like since he created the OG, we came up with a story that this is about this man who's a time traveler. Like he's living nowadays, but he's like way back time.
Okay.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So
Very cool.
this was a very, very fun project. And who's watching this live right now, they know like what is Roseanne about. Otherwise, it's just, Roseanne. Nothing about roses though, but
It's really cool.
It's gorgeous.
Mystery.
The gourmand
It was really fun working on that one.
really comes out on you.
Yes.
It's like a chocolatey orange, chocolatey citrus kind of thing.
It's really interesting.
Yeah. It's very unique.
It's going up there to one of my favorites.
Is it?
Yeah, I love it.
Somebody had asked if we tried Haunted Circus already. We did sample Haunted Circus.
Yes.
It's
So good. It's such an incredible fragrance.
Black Pearl. No, Black Pearl we haven't tried yet.
Ooh, let's do Witching Hour.
okay.
Because I love witches.
I'll make you some more sticks.
I have
And then they requested Black Pearl.
Oh, Black Pearl?
I remember loving Black Pearl from the first set. I don't think I have retried the perfume version.
Here is
Or the
Witching
extra
Hour.
version.
So which one do we do? Black Pearl?
Witching Hour.
Just because I dipped it.
Right.
I dipped that one.
Here we go.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. In the meantime, I can
It's,
check off. There's Witching Hour.
How to describe this?
Earthy, warm, and gourmand, perhaps?
Yeah, but to me, this one is actually more. Maybe it's the terpenes. It's like more high notes. Bright is not quite the right word because none of your work is like bright in the traditional sense. But
Well, Aurora Borealis is rather an exception, I would say.
okay,
That one is quite bright and metallic.
okay,
Just the notes of the Witching Hour are cocoa, black spruce, tonka bean, for balsam, negermatha, cypress, oak moss, fermented mate, cocoa bean or coffee bean, gentle smoke, and vintage powder.
okay. So there's a lot of coniferous notes in here, which
Let's break it down to the image for those who are not smelling it.
Yes.
please.
So you guys think about that it starts with kind of like darker type of chocolate. I wouldn't say like dark chocolate, but something in between milk and very dark chocolate.
Okay.
And then you get this dark chocolate mixed with a dry soil. Again, some autumn vibes. So imagine like autumn. I would say that this is an autumn scent actually. Like you're standing in the forest opening somewhere in the evening, surrounded by this autumn trees, and you have this dry soil, and then maybe it's a cauldron and like some smoke, some incense coming out of like some witches are doing their ritual. Like that's what I would think about this one. And this one is actually having a perk. Like it's having cepis, well, the mushroom absolute in it, and that one it opens only on like chosen ones, let's say. Like on me, I don't have a mushroom at all. Like when my assistant was trying this one on her skin, she had like 5 minutes of fresh mushroom only.
Wow.
And then I was gone. Like it was like 5 minutes of mushrooms, vanished.
That's magical.
It's quite funky.
I'm putting this one on skin. I
See
want
what
to see.
happens.
Yeah, I want to see because this is one of the ones this is maybe the toughest one for me to kind of wrap my mind around so far.
Witching hour.
Yeah.
Sensory
Okay, I
wise.
do get some of the more kind of cocoa, slightly
I can
gourmandy,
pick up
dark.
some mushroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it's so smooth with like a little bit of a spicy feel to
Yeah.
it that it doesn't smell like you're in the mushroom section at the
And
grocery
the
store.
coffee bean too comes through more on my skin.
Super nice.
Yeah.
Then on the paper.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Okay.
Did you want to go over Aurora Borealis?
No, I think we were requested to do Black Pearl.
Oh yeah, okay, Black Pearl. On it.
No, I brought Aurora Borealis when you mentioned something lighter. So I think that's the lightest I have from this line.
Okay.
Oh no. Smoke and mirrors. Somebody's talking about smoke and mirrors too.
That's her friend, Pikachu.
Here. Ooh. Oh,
That's
I
my
love-
favorite one.
gosh, this one's so nice. Black
Oh
Pearl.
God, this is. Okay, this feels different, honestly, than what I had a set memory of from the first. This feels more like fall, spicy, boozy. Is there? Okay,
This is
rum.
like the Yoho Yoho Pirates.
Yep.
Yeah. Milk, coconut, sea. What? Oh, nice.
I love that.
That's so cool.
Milky
These-
coconut, sea air, sweet rum, tropical dried fruits, worn leather, sandalwood, blackwoods, and cedarwood.
So the boozy notes definitely come through at
Yes.
the top.
I get a lot of that nice, soft coconut,
Yeah. Black Pearl. Okay.
which is, for me, coconut's really hard to do in a fragrance without smelling like
Cheap,
Cheap.
beachy.
Bath and Body Works spray. This
Oh.
is very elegant.
Yes, now all of the leather notes, rum and leather, milky, lactonic.
It smells like a classy pirate. If that's a thing.
It
Good.
does.
Like an elegant
it
pirate.
does. The sandalwood too is popping. Yeah.
Wow, it really smells like, I don't know, like the 1600s.
Yeah, guys, we talk all the time. People ask us about, like, what does it mean when something's well blended? There's a couple ways of interpreting that, but when I say well blended, one of the things that I'm referring to is a scent like this that kind of presents you with like a wall of imagery, like the pirate ship, and it's more like you're smelling that image than you are smelling individual notes, because the way that the notes are so kind of cohesively joined. It's like nothing really jumps out at you, right? It's not like, oh, here's the coconut I can smell over here, and over here is the leather. It's all just one kind of big molecular experience. Did you put that on?
I did.
That's actually, well, not talking about my perfumes, but as well, that's actually the sign of the good perfume. When I was studying at the Natural Perfume Academy and I had the graduation works that I had to send my samples to my teacher, and I got like her review, and I was quite pleased to read her comments when she said that many of my perfumes, like from what I sent her back then, smell like a complete thing. And that shows the mastery of the perfumer, because when you're smelling something and you can really dig this bouquet and like say, okay, that's that, that's actually very poorly balanced
Yep.
for the perfume. But when you can accept and smell the perfume as a complete being, like without really being able to put it apart, that's when the perfume is really balanced and very smooth.
Yep.
And that's where I'm actually aiming whenever I'm creating something, unless it's that solo note perfume. Like if I'm doing the rose-based perfume,
Sure.
it should be rose-based,
Right.
like you get the rose a lot.
Yeah.
But if it's something more abstract, like it should be more like a
Yeah.
cool thing.
So someone is asking, is it a creamy coconut or watery? To me, it's more watery. You think
Oh,
it's
is
creamy?
it? Really? Okay.
Well, there you go.
Well,
Open to interpretation.
Opinions.
I would
Well,
define
I say creamy because I know how I was creating it, and I was using this super creamy coconut CO2. Okay, I should be saying the ingredients, but whatever.
Yeah,
That's the natural coconut that I'm using Actually, within Dark Tales, like it's mostly natural. Like I use about 80% natural ingredients when I work with Dark Tales, and everything else is just to a bit like shading purposes.
Okay.
To get it a bit watery, it's the combination of this super creamy coconut together with ozonic notes. That's why it becomes a little bit more wet, maybe.
Yes.
There.
Well, that's and maybe I'm not answering his question accurately. I don't know whether it's the coconut that's watery or just again that's the wall of scent from the perfume. As a whole, the perfume to me presents more watery than creamy. Like this is not, this is not a like gourmand, feminine, floral coconut beach kind of fragrance. It's not that. It's not to me.
Mm.
It's really good.
I should comment here. So actually, Black Pearl and King's Chester. Where did I put it there again? All right, so two perfumes, they are buddies. So they have more or less the same, this leathery base. They have this aged leather and a bit vanilla and a bit this booziness in it. But if you want to go like more into wood and more like leather elevated, like you go more with the King's Chester. If you have more exotic and more like marine touch it, that would be Black Pearl. This one is a little bit heavier, and Black Pearl, I would say more suitable for the summer season, but for male audience at least. Like last summer, Black Pearl was a bestseller for male audience. So
to me, the King's Jester is darker and more kind of powdery and this is like in that kind of castle wall.
But they have more or less the same this leather DNA in both of them.
Yeah.
Man, I keep shuffling my favorites. What should we do next?
Let's do something light. How about we do Aurora Borealis?
Okay.
Yes, Sea Vein, definitely, grab the sample set from her. It's very fairly priced. She ships affordably. And these are all so good, but it's going to be one of these houses that, there's definitely going to be one or two that really speak to you and
you may be surprised by what those are.
Trying to guess which one that's going to be, I don't think is.
That's so pretty.
Well, you can customers can always text me on Instagram or TikTok and ask for personal preference, like personal guidance. I always help with that.
Sure.
If they're not sure. Yeah. So, welcome to text me.
Aurora Borealis is lemon, verbena, elemi, blue cypress, white floral bouquet, tender jasmine, light amber, wood, and white musk. Oh, it's so fresh. I really get that starry night sky that you're explaining.
Very fresh, very clean, very lemony. Oh, that's really good on you.
It is.
Definitely.
It's quite perfect for summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you show the back again?
Yeah, of course.
I missed that one. Oh, nice. Oh, God, that's gorgeous.
It's lemony without going either syrupy gourmandy or aromatic.
Yeah, it's not like Eau Sauvage or Gentleman Cologne or Bois de Portugal, kind of like.
I don't know that I've ever smelled a lemon floral.
What is that? Oh, it's the elemi, because elemi also has kind of a lemony citrus thing. Like you were saying earlier, ingredients that have like shared features.
Wow, that's so pretty. Amanda in the comments says, I don't like citrus fragrances, but I like this.
There you go.
It's very unusual. Okay, she's pausing for a minute.
I'm sorry, I just get calls coming in through the phone. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry about that.
Chelsea's Perfume Reverie is asking if you will sell or do sell samples separately from the Discovery set.
Yeah, I was about to answer that as well. Not separate samples, but we have an option, yes, that you can build 4 samples, however you like.
That's great.
That's good enough. I mean, you don't want to go through the hassle of ordering something and not get at least 4 samples. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
shipping wise.
Well, we did it before. This is just a financial reason why we're doing it like that.
Yeah, of course.
Like we did have like single samples before, and when the person ordered that, we had to wrap it and provide like a big box and pay for the shipping. And okay, shipping is built into the product's price because, well, everybody do it like that. So if we're selling one sample, first of all, we're working minus, and it's a lot of work for us. So it's just a business thing.
Yeah.
Like I would love to send that, but it's just, yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Not exactly an option.
We have not tried Obsidian Apple yet. So
and I love this one.
You want to go there?
Sure, let's go there.
All right, Obsidian Apple. Here we go.
So now we're going through the light ones. Okay.
Smell this one here on me.
What is that?
That's Witching Hour.
Oh, it's so nice on you.
Yeah, Witching Hour is really nice. Developed really nicely on my skin.
Did you get the mushroom?
Not now.
I don't get a ton. No.
Good. I didn't want to accentuate that, but
yeah, no, I don't get. I get more of the coniferous aspects.
It's such a nice apple fragrance, without being like like a Kayali style juicy apple situation. There you go.
Obsidian apple.
That's a green apple.
Oh,
that's why.
God, yeah.
That's so cool. Green apple, sweet mint, white lily, red berries, benzoin, musk mallow, and light timber.
Yes, the woodiness in here. Oh, there's this really, to me, I perceive it as this really kind of crisp, sweet, medicinal sort of vibe that I love that in perfume.
A spooky apple. Obsidian being black, for people who don't know what that color is. That's very cool.
So, what's the story behind this, or the
I love this
or
story.
the theme here?
Here's not really a story. I just wanted to create something very fruity. I wanted to create an apple fragrance.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a good answer. This one was made about 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember why. Maybe I was just experimenting around, and I realized that, okay, my line is missing some light and like green fruity scents. So it was just to cover the olfactory palette.
Sure. We'll put some of this on skin as well.
It's very interesting smelling. Uh-oh. Hold on. We have to drag a puzzle piece.
Now, Linus, that's not Snow White. Not really. Because I did the Snow White as well as a solid perfume before. So, but not really.
Oh my God. I love that.
So cool.
I'm super curious how how the apple progresses through this. Is it based on how you constructed it? Do you think that the apple note lasts into the mid?
You mean if it's going to last the whole time where?
Well, not necessarily the whole time, but is it a pure top note, or have you constructed it?
Well, it's more like middle, I would say.
Yeah.
Hard/top note.
Okay.
Oh, and thank you for this buying samples.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy them.
Guys, you've got to get a sample set from this house. Yeah. You have got to.
They're just super.
They're so fun and so unique. I'm literally having the same.
And wearable.
Oh, for sure. Every one of these is wearable. Yeah.
Weird and wearable.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. I'm having the same experience I did whenever we got this, which I think was like maybe October last year. Of like, I'm just flabbergasted. Every one of these, I could have a bottle of.
I don't even know if weird's the right word. It's more like unusual and wearable.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do Yaga, because I love Baba Yaga. I love the storytelling.
Actually, I was asked to bring her back. I did this one about like 5-6 years ago.
Oh, wow.
People were still asking me, like, can you bring it back? I'm like, yeah, sure. Okay, let's do this.
She's back for more.
She's back. Bottle with the famous Baba Yaga house and the chicken legs.
Oh, this one's got a little bit of spicy, edgy funk to it.
Yes, she's an old woman who lives deep in the forest. And you haven't read her mythology, you should.
Oh my god. Lots of pepper in there.
Black pepper, benzoin, black currant, juniper wood, Siberian pine, and myrrh.
Yep, the juniper and pine too. The black pepper and then these kind of like, juniper and pine terpenic sort of notes. Oh my gosh, I love that. That one's sharp. That one's good.
Well, the thing with dark tails, as soon as you apply it on the skin, all of them smoothen, and actually dark tails is quite a gentle wear overall.
Yes.
Like that's my signature thing. That's actually another reason why I'm setting the samples in those dab bottles, because I don't want to engage people to spray on the blotters. I want them to have this splash bottle and try it directly on the skin.
That's fair.
And they're like, I cannot get this paper into your bottle. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. Like, I love everything about your house, but I hate the samples. I'm like, well.
Consider that it was intentional.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this definitely has that kind of, spicy, coniferous, to me, masculine. That feel no up higher.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, probably subjectively masculine through an American lens of what's traditional over here.
Yeah.
But to me, I get old lady. I get.
Do you really?
Kind of crackly, fiery old lady.
So grumpy one.
Yeah. Like there's an intensity to it that still feels feminine and natural and like earthy.
Ooh, that one's making me sweat. That one's strong. That one's good.
So actually, the thing is with Baba Yaga, like she is known as the Slavic scary witch who's eating kids and like yada yada.
Yeah.
But like if we go like back into history, into folklore, Baba Yagas were called very old women who were healers, and they were living on the edge of villages, and they were herbalists. And so this fragrance is more a tribute to those like old school folklore, how it's supposed to be, or how it was before Christianity came.
Yeah.
So it's quite herbal. It's foresty because she's pushed to the edge of the forest. Oh, sorry, to the edge of the village, closer to the forest line.
Yeah.
Oh. There's black currant berries. Yeah.
And then they pushed her right into the forest. Yeah.
Yeah, this one has serious potential for me.
All right, I'm dipping Bloody Mary.
Some of these, or I should say, a lot of these really are. They feel just very kind of like classically fall atmospheric to me.
Bloody
I think
Mary.
those Dark Tales perfumes are quite autumny.
Yeah.
That's what you meant?
Oh, this is different.
Yeah, blackcurrant, carnation, pomegranate, rose, incense, tuberose, jasmine, myrrh, leather, patchouli, and dark woods.
Wow.
The brand is Dark Tales, and I'm the perfumer behind it. Somebody asked.
Great.
Yes.
That's Bloody Mary.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, I have very intense light here, sorry about that.
Melissa, you got to get a sample set. It's our buddy Melissa. This one's so pretty. It's so fruity in the first couple. No, it's there again. I just went nose blind. I had to smell my skin. Oh, I love this one.
This one is very popular for the male audience as well.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're actually relating this more with a drink or more with an actual Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Historical character.
Yeah, I have always been fascinated by British history.
Also,
I made PhD in British history. That's why,
Oh, nice.
Direct connection here. Okay, I'm gonna try to, because I'm like shining here from all the way.
Yeah. Do what you need to do.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, this one, guys. This one is. I mean, again, all of her fragrances are wearable, and very interesting and unique. I would say this might be the most challenging one I've smelled so far, which is not to say that it's challenging as a whole. But
Fascinating.
Well, in what sense do you mean? Is it challenging?
what's that?
In what sense is it challenging? Is it
Um,
challenging to wear or to?
No, I don't. Well, again, I don't think that any of yours are challenging to wear, but it's the one that seems. I don't know if it's the blending style or the combination of ingredients that's hardest for me to kind of like wrap my mind around and understand,
Hmm?
and
So
that
it's kind
has
of like unusual, or
that has a little bit of an unusual kind of quirky. Um, I don't know, like whatever the opposite of mass appealing is, but still in a complementary sort of way.
but that's the whole thing about niche perfumery. We want to do something very different.
Yes, although in fairness, most niche perfumery sucks at that now.
Sad.
Yeah. What is that? Is that Bloody Mary?
Yeah.
God, that's good on you. I just want to convey that it has, there's an edge, something in here that's like this interesting, spicy.
Is it the myrrh?
No, Myrrh's pretty friendly. I don't know what. Maybe it's
I'm
like
not having that
a
experience.
spicy
Interesting.
carnation thing, or maybe it's the pomegranate that's a little bit of an unusual note, or maybe it's just the way that all that combines with like leather and incense and dark wood. I mean, it's amazing. It's lovely.
It's quite fun that you guys are trying to sit and like decode those.
Yeah, this is what we do.
Go on.
Whether we're on TV or not, this is what we do.
I love this one.
Yeah, it's good. You smelling you again?
I love this one. I can picture perfectly this woman, this sort of probably semi-psychotic woman, sitting on her throne. Power-driven, power-hungry.
Do you get much metal out of this one?
A little.
Mm.
I mean, I'm getting that kind of tang of. It's like a hint of blood.
Yeah, the tanginess is, again, it's a part of what I'm pointing to. There's something that just kind of like
It's a little bit watery.
demands some attention
Or
here and says, "Hey, you better pay attention to this. This isn't just something that you kind of like casually throw on and then go into the office and don't ever think about."
really.
Yeah.
You might say it's a little bit watery, but that's actually, I would say it's more like cold metallic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how it was planned to be this, steel blood fruits. I don't know if we're going to be banned now. We're
Yeah.
talking about perfume notes.
Yeah, I know. It happens to us all the time.
I think what I mean by watery is it reminds me of tap water.
What?
Yep, that's by darktales.com.
Oh.
Like the
Interesting.
metal of the water coming out of the tap.
I see. Okay, like a mineralic.
Mineralic, that's a good word.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Answering to the comment, copperish. I suppose someone is also smelling it on the go. Yes, it's a bit copperish, but whenever I'm creating the blood acrid, I actually go for copper because blood acrid and copper acrid are quite, pretty close.
All right, so
I'm loving the yaga on my skin.
let me smell your yaga.
You can smell my yaga
Oh,
anytime.
that smells good on you
So which notes are smelling stronger?
in the yaga.
What's
Like
that?
the black currant and black pepper, I assume it calmed down. Like what's on
Yes.
the foreground?
Wait, is that
What's on the foreground now? Is it
Yeah.
foresty or?
It's foresty, yeah. Which I love. I love foresty, pine, leafy, coniferous. I mean, this is more piney than leafy, but
I think we have 2 left, or maybe 3 of this set. We've got Gothica, powdered peruke, and
Fern Valley, we haven't
Fern
done.
Valley.
let's-
Which one do you want to do first?
You go.
Okay, let's do Gothica because
what's the sweet one that I put on my arm here?
the apple. It's apple.
Oh yeah, oh, it's so good. You guys, holy crap! You guys, go order this set.
I think I need the Bloody Mary, man.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah. There's nothing else
It's got
like
to
that.
match my Elizabeth I perfume.
I lost Gothica.
The Queen.
Oh yeah. Sorry, short.
Right. Come on. So which one is it?
I picked Gothica.
All right.
Just folding my paper here.
Gothic is actually signature scent of Dark Tales.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only one that I've been keeping together with Old Library throughout the years.
Now, a little bit of a tangent here, Rita, but you do still have some of the EDPs available, discontinued available for sale on your site, if I'm not mistaken.
Just a few. I think maybe King's Jester, it's like 2 or 3 bottles. I
Okay.
think Aurora Borealis, like also 2, 3 bottles. I don't remember by heart, but yeah, I think it's those two and Crackling Fireplace. Yeah, that was limited edition. That one is a bit left over, but almost all of it is sold out. I try to get rid of it as soon as I can.
Gothica, Divana, Bergamot, Candle Wax, and Brett, Bulgarian White Rose, Clary Sage, Powder, Black Musk, Vetiver, Immortelle, and Dark
Oh,
Velvet.
that's a fascinating scent.
Yeah.
The house is Dark Tales.
hmm
No one is asking more.
Uh,
So
buy,
there's the bottle. I don't know if you can see.
buydarktales.com. See what you got. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's the bottle. I don't know if you can see the cathedral. Okay, it's quite
Yeah, barely, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
a bit,
Well,
yes.
well, the darker the perfume is, like the harder
Right,
it
it's
is
harder.
to see
Yeah.
it. Okay. Okay, the light is very bad right now, but okay, you get the idea. Well, the fun part with those images, like the more you use, the more you're going to see the image. Or you can always see it if you put it under the light source.
It's revealed as you spray.
Gosh, the candle wax, the Divana, and is there currant in this as well?
Mm-mm.
No.
White
There's
Rose.
something slightly.
Is it the bergamot?
No, it must be the Ambrette.
A little bit terpenic. Or
Yeah,
That's Immortelle.
is it Immortelle?
Immortelle and Divina together.
This one's interesting, and this one is less of a traditional. Well, nothing about your work is traditional, so I don't know where I was even going with that. But I was going to compare it with what's the one that you got from the house? Catholicon. This one's more unusual.
Amanda in the comments is saying a lot of these fragrances both push you away and draw you in at the same time in the best way.
Totally.
I think the scent
I take it as a compliment.
Absolutely. And that's what I was trying to convey with the Bloody Marys. You know, that when I say challenge, there's something that really demands inner, deeper exploration. And
I think it's the archetype, honestly.
you think so?
She's a bloody queen.
Fair enough.
It's right on theme.
Well,
I
the
really
most
like-
mass appealing from my perfumes is Aurora Borealis and Obsidian Apple. I
The
think
most
that
acceptable? Is that what
Yeah.
you said?
most mass appealing.
Oh,
yeah.
mass appealing.
Because they're easy wear, they're a bit more traditional, they're light. So, but that's
Yeah.
not the DNA.
Yeah, but I would argue that a lot of these are easy. They're easy wears. I think these are easy wears.
They're easy wears for people who are really into perfume. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, you know what? Here's going to be the test. One of these days, when Mia's out here, my 17-year-old daughter, I'm going to have her sniff through these, and she'll be a great blind test because her taste is like Kaoli, Chloe, things like that. I bet you she'd like these. I would be willing to bet. Let's do Fern Valley, it's like, that is a very peaceful sounding name, but I almost have like a feeling of dread. Like it's a spooky valley. All right, I have folded.
Well, here it's actually not so much spooky. This one I was aiming more for the photorealistic scent.
Oh, it's so nice.
So you're going to the forest after the rain, filled with those ferns and moss, and you get this petrichor. Somebody was asking for the rain scent.
Petrichor scent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a super accessible, easy wear.
If you like
yeah.
green and petrichor,
Yeah.
I love that.
Can I answer questions before they run out?
Yes.
So they're asking that Oudenfig is available in the Discovery set. Yes, it is, but it's you find it at the Dark Tales website. But you go for the Botanical Perfumery, they're going to find the samples.
Okay.
Yes.
Melissa's saying She says, I'm not adventurous with my perfume taste, but I'm so drawn in by the artwork and vibe. Gorgeous. Melissa, I don't think you have to be super adventurous
Yeah.
to appreciate these. If anything, it would be a great house to sample, to kind of like expand,
Yeah. Expand your taste some.
yeah, because these are wearable, but it's going to open up your brain to the possibilities of what perfume can be beyond sort of, the mainstream niche vibe. What am I
So
smelling?
there's one more question from Lisa about the petrichor.
This is the
Is it before it rains, sand in the air, or, well, I assume, or after? Well, I would say it's rain plus thunder, or dry thunder, but when you feel that the rain is just about to pour.
yeah.
So it's this ozone in the air that you feel, and everything is already humid, even though like this thunder didn't break through. Like,
Yeah.
or it's just first droplets, or it's after the thunder.
Yeah.
That's the before.
I would agree. Because the greenness is still, there's a bit of a freshness still to the greenness. Like you're smelling like the open fields, and before everything has gotten kind of pounded by rain and becomes really kind of damp and wet and soily, right?
This one's called Powdered Peruke, which is a wig.
Yeah, this is nice.
That one is also love or hate, actually. So
This-
either people are praising it for very like dark and beautiful vanilla, because the dry down is actually beautiful. It's this creamy vanilla.
I actually get a lot of like tonka or coumarin in here.
Mm.
So,
Well, it's summarized. It's mostly about hay and dark vanilla.
yeah.
And it starts with hay, but it dries down to this beautiful, beautiful, very saturated dark vanilla,
Okay.
like this aged.
Yeah. It's the hay. Yeah, it's the hay vibe I'm picking up on. You're right.
Hmm. Have you seen the movie Amadeus?
Yes.
All right, so think about the scene where Mozart is sitting in the chair and he's trying 3 different perukes, and they're like powdering and powdering and powdering, and he's joking like, "Oh, I love them all. I wish I had 3 heads."
Yeah.
I love that movie. So this powdered peruke is actually tribute to that particular scene.
Okay.
Where he's sitting and having this. I'm thinking about Mozart actually here. So when he's wearing this peruke and he's like powdered like a ton of it, and you can get this hay from those old pillows, and
I love that.
chocolate. So that's the idea, how I thought of reading it.
It's so imaginative.
Okay, we're going to move on to the natural
Right.
samples here in a moment. If you have to pick favorites, it's very hard to do.
Bloody Mary. Black Pearl. For me, Bloody Mary and Black Pearl. Those are my favorites. And Aurora Borealis, because it's such an unusual lemon. It's just, I don't know of any other perfume that's lemony that smells like that. It's very, very cool.
It's going to be hard for me. I think Haunted Circus is up there for me, which is really unusual for me.
Yeah, you don't like gourmands that much.
No, but
It's such an interesting perfume,
it's
though.
so evocative. Yaga, I'm also Black Pearl, so that's 2 votes for Black Pearl. The Yaga is high up for me
What
because
about
it's just,
you, Amanda, and anyone else who's sniffing?
and maybe Haunted Circus, I think.
Yaga
I
and
like-
Haunted Circus?
The Obsidian Apple is beautiful, but it's not something I would throw on. I'm not really going to walk around smelling like apples a whole lot. Maybe in my private time. Floating Candles, too. Ugh. Did I get Rosen on Skin?
I did.
Where's that?
Here.
That's pretty nice. Oh, God.
There was a question, which ones are ozonic? Ozonic you can find in different ways. I think the most ozonic would be Fern Valley, because it's this petrichor, this thunder after the rain or whatever. Aurora Borealis, I would say, is quite ozonic, but it's more like metallic floral and ozonic. ozonic is black pearl, but you get also rum, dark wood, and leather. Yeah, I think those are my picks. Bloody Mary is a little bit ozonic, but it's a different type of ozonic. It's this like liquid metal pomegranate. So
Yeah. I
fresh.
forgot, of course, everybody to include King's Jester. Actually, is definitely that. Like I picked well with that one. So I'm going to go Yaga, King's Jester, and Black Pearl.
I mean, they're all good.
They really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so just so you guys can see how beautiful this is, here is the Botanical Perfumes Discovery Set. It's like shiny and pretty. And then when you open it up, it has this beautiful velvety pouch on a bed of branded little paper. And the samples are inside this little pouch. So I have, let's do volume 1 just so we can be in order. Because, you know, I like order. Okay, let's move this to the side. Are you folding for me?
Jacob, browsing the website, definitely picking up some fragrances. It's all very interesting. Yeah, Jacob, grab the sample set. Her shipping is
Really
very,
fast.
very affordable and fast. So this is a house that you want to sample and sit with these.
Did you answer P?
Did I answer P?
Well, I'm packing orders tomorrow. Anybody?
Where can you purchase these? The website P is bydarktales.com. bydarktales.com. Melissa just grabbed the Ethereal Nature set.
So Amanda, the newer ones you're going to find in that little box, that little black box that I sent you. Queen of Thorns.
So right now, I'm just going to elaborate on that answer. So right now we can buy from our website only, but we're finding retails worldwide right now. We are negotiating with many countries, with Czechia, with US, with Japan, with Australia. We didn't have the contracts ongoing yet. It's still on the negotiation stage right now. So hopefully soon you will be able to find our perfumes also in the US and Canada and South Americas.
Awesome.
Excellent. Congrats. That is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know how much work that takes.
Well, that's another reason why I upgraded the packaging, because we made it retail friendly with all the
Yeah. Very
So
retail.
which one?
I picked out Queen of Thorns.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay.
I just accidentally layered Obsidian Apple and Yaga.
Here. This is Queen of Thorns, my love.
Oh, I'm going to enter a whole new dimension of happiness.
so those are different bottles. I'm showing the right one. So this is classical perfumer. You're not expecting any double images here.
Yeah.
But those are perfume concentrations. So the juices are going to be pretty dark and different from Dark Tales. This is entirely organic.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dark Tales, once again, it's about 70-80% natural. The rest is chemicals. Here it's 100% natural.
Mm-hmm.
So 100% natural and organic?
That's the same thing.
Same thing over there. Okay, those have different connotations in the U.S. Subtle differences. So in the U.S., something can be natural, but not organic.
Plant this is hard. Well, not synthetic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Non-synthetic, natural.
That's good. Oh my God.
So Queen of Thorns is a beautiful spicy rose fragrance. The notes are guacwood, cypress, red magnolia, baronia, clove, Bulgarian rose, Moroccan rose, Turkish rose, white rose otto, and white grapefruit.
Good heavens.
It's beautiful.
Oh my Lord.
It's a very, people hate when we say photorealistic rose. People hate that, but that's what it smells like.
People can get over it.
Well, I wanted to create a rose scent, but I tried to get as far as possible from this typical soapy rose.
Yes.
Whenever somebody's smelling rose, they're like, oh, it smells like soap, because rose is so overused.
Right.
Usually in those washing liquids or soaps or gels or whatever. So I wanted to make like the rose, the wild one you can get in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
It smells very wild. Yes. That's a good name. Like even just the word evokes.
There's a wonderful little, like
energy.
a little bit of a honeyed tone coming through here, and just a bit of spiciness. Oh, that's really stunning. Boy. Is that it?
Yes.
Stains the skin a little bit. Strong stuff.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God. Give
Actually, I have a disclaimer. Do not like. I can show the decadence, for example. Okay, can you see?
Yeah, like don't spray on white clothing.
Yeah, don't spray. I have a disclaimer. Like this is really, really, really dark stuff.
All right, you need a bottle of that.
Okay.
That's freaking good.
That's lovely. I'm very picky about my rose fragrances too. This is such a nice, smooth, completely not. It's not sharp in any way.
Yeah.
It's super round, very elegant.
But it's not. Pardon, I can't think of any other way to say it. It's not girly.
No,
It's not. It's not a light,
I think it's unisex.
girly, playful kind of rose. Like this
Like
is
it's
a.
Lena or something.
This is no. This is a dark, like mature, blood red. You know.
Evocative rose.
Yes.
I see what you're putting down.
Do you know?
No.
You should try. You should be. I'm trying pretty hard. God, that's good. Okay.
Ooh, I love that. Ooh, tuberose noir.
Let's read about this
Excited.
one. All right. This one is described. And guys, again, I love the kind of breakdowns in here. She gives a family. The family is dark floral. She gives a scent profile, which she describes as mysterious, richly floral, and elegantly tart. And then you get the notes, which I think is wonderful because sometimes the profile and scent description is more meaningful than the note breakdown. Having said that, the notes are mate, hay, Buddha wood, carrot seeds, iris, pink lotus, jasmine sambac, magnolia, ylang-ylang, tuberose, coconut pulp, petitgrain, surfleurs, and pink peppercorn.
I need to get more skin, so I'm gonna wash.
She's going to go wash so she can keep putting more and more perfume on her skin. Which is kind of like the perfumer's version of bulimia.
If you want a little hack from perfumer, if you're applying some perfume that you really can get rid of, for example, some exotic type of oud, for example, you're trying and it's your skin just sucked it and you can't wash or scrap or whatever,
Yep.
apply some baby powder.
Ah, really?
It's
Okay.
gonna clean out.
Okay. Good to
Little
know.
light.
So this one's definitely darker, definitely has a little bit more kind of indolic, dark, I mean, not animalic per se, but a little bit of a, again, challenge to me is the word that comes to mind. And that's just probably what well, there's carrot seeds in here, which I think, in my experience, do that. You know, they're a pretty unique and interesting.
Well, I prefer carrot seed absolute, and that one is so dark and creamy, it smells almost like aged vanilla.
Oh,
So
wow.
sometimes, also like as a perfumer's hack, sometimes I'm replacing vanilla with a carrot seed absolute.
Okay, I've
Because
never
it's
smelled carrot
amazing.
seed absolute.
Well, there's two types. It can be carrot seed, I think CO2 or essential oil, I don't remember, and the other one is absolute. That one is really good. Try it out if you're mixing.
Okay. But the tuberose is dominant, obviously.
It's so pretty. I wonder if Ange would like that.
The funny thing is that tuberose is so potent that that's the least ingredient I used in this perfume.
Really?
We're talking
Smallest-
about drops.
Yeah, smallest by weight, but wow.
Yeah.
Intense.
That's impressive. All right, what do you got there?
Smoke and mirrors. Ooh.
Okay, smoke and mirrors. I don't even know, like, seriously, like, what to buy next. Where's smoke and mirrors?
Oh, I love this one.
Okay,
Oh.
so again, the family is amber. The scent profile is honeyed, earthy, waxy, smoky, opulent, powdery, and ethereal. And the notes are vetiver, cypriol, tonka bean, cypress, rock rose, which is labdanum for those who aren't familiar, beeswax, mimosa, jasmine, Peru balsam, rosewood, blood orange, and bergamot. Get out.
That's so good.
Oh,
Well, it's everything golden.
oh,
There, I put it into that bottle.
this just makes me so happy. Oh, oh, that makes me so happy. God, that's good. That smells so good. Smoke and mirrors. What an interesting name for this fragrance. What's behind that? That's not what I would have guessed based on the profile, you know?
Well, I was thinking like a golden mirror, something like hanging behind my back, sort of thing. So I wanted it to be like a bit smoky, vague. Like when you look into the mirror, you don't exactly see what you expect to see. Like it's an illusion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
It's an illusion, but it's golden framed.
Oh, this is one of the better uses of labdanum that I've come across. And it's one of my favorite ingredients or materials in general. This is really lovely.
To my nose, it almost has like a licorice effect.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. It smells pretty sweet.
Well, there's
really
definitely
nice.
I get the honey vibe for sure.
Yeah. Let's do
Tonka bean comes through.
I just love the way this juice looks.
Oh,
Right?
This one's Botanique.
Premium Perfume says I need a bottle of Noir Noel.
Is that in the
something
other
we've
one?
got here?
All right, so that was a Christmas limited edition. I suppose that person tried it on the Perfume Expo last November.
Ah.
Well, okay, good news. It will return next autumn, but it's going to be renamed. It's not going to be this Noir Noël. It's going to be, what do we call? I think Lumière Noire or something. I don't remember, but I will update when it comes back. And that one smelled like vanilla, pine, cardamom, and a bit rose in the background. It was quite Christmas oriented scent, but actually it can be multi-seasonal, so it will come back. I promise.
Well, you're
Great.
gonna love this one.
What is this?
Botanique.
Okay, Amanda, thank you.
Oh, that's really zesty.
That's surprising you got that one.
Oh, wow. Okay, very green, very fresh, zesty. Hinoki wood, Siam wood, violet leaf, geranium, hemp, linden blossom, orange blossom, blue cypress, lavender, verbena, and green mandarin.
It smells like walking through someone's herb garden.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
So nice. It reminds me of my grandmother.
All right, let me elaborate on this one.
Yeah.
So this one starts a little bit as if it like a punch into the face, but
Yeah.
hold on the critics yet. That's the kick-in of cannabis. And I hope we're not banned now.
No, you're okay. Your pronunciation will prevent the bots from.
All right, good. All right, so I needed this ingredient to have this super dark green dry down. So it opens a little bit harsh in the beginning, but I promise that's going to settle. And in about 5, 10, 15 minutes at tops, it's going to smell like a very gentle greenhouse. I call it in America, glass house? Plant house?
Yep. Greenhouse. Yep.
Greenhouse. Like a bit humid, green, very saturated, super green, like a mix of greenery.
I love this one. This one, it really does smell like for me, like a garden. Even from the front end, I smell, like when I was little, my grandmother would walk me around her garden and encourage me to rub the herbs on my hands and smell them. I haven't thought about that in a long time. Like a little bit like lemongrass, or I don't know. I'm not sure.
We have shared memories. I think that this smell, it was inspired by that exact grandma experience for me.
Interesting. That's so funny. It's gorgeous.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So fresh and spring-like. you know.
Very, very pretty, very beautiful. I'm curious about. I'm curious, who would buy. I would buy this, but I'm curious if men would buy this. Do you think?
Probably not.
No, Smoke and Mirrors is actually way more popular for
Yeah,
male.
Smoke and Mirrors so far is like it's already cataloged in the back of my head to go hit the buy button. Yeah. Yeah, Smoke and Mirrors is.
Okay, Ancient Woods is the next one. I don't know, Noah.
Uh-oh, I do love a good ancient wood.
Oh, oh, that's nice.
Okay, this is resinous, soft, grounding, earthy, and balsamic. Frankincense, black spruce, sandalwood, spikenard, oak moss, beeswax, copaiba balsam, palo santo, clary sage, and lemon.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I love the spikenard in that. That's the first time I've actually smelled that note in a perfume where I actually smell it. It smells amazing.
Yeah, the incense and oak moss are definitely, you can pull those out. I mean, oh God. It's all there. Yeah. I mean, every one of those notes you can sort of like bring your attention to and make it pop.
Beautiful.
Well, this one is wood, wood, and wood again.
Yeah.
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 Like all kind of wood.
Can I get some of that? Give me some of that.
Sure.
Some of my customers were comparing this one with, well, Swedish sauna, of course, or, well,
Yeah.
anyway, like going to like newly built sauna, like this wooden kind of sauna, or newly built wooden house somewhere else in the forest, like timber, newly cut timber.
Yes. Yeah, you got to get that one on skin.
Oh God, that's so
Yeah.
comforting. That's a very comforting smell.
It really is.
It actually reminds me a little of this one, of the Catholicon, like in its comfort level, like being cozy and comforting.
I'm gonna have a hard time.
My
between
association,
that
anyway.
and Smoke and Mirrors.
Amanda, can you elaborate? What do you want me to chat about? About what?
I don't know. Maybe the if there was a specific inspiration,
Scroll up
or
a little bit. Oh,
you just said if Arina could chat about them.
oh, maybe she's referring to Liquid S and X. Whatever that is.
No. She shared that a while back.
The
Oh,
summer edition gift set.
Oh, that
Oh,
didn't. That must have not shown up earlier.
Oh, the summer edition gift set. Okay, I almost forgot about it. Well, I'm making right now. I'm creating a set of 5 or 6 perfumes. So I made a little line, just a summer edition, inspired by ice cream and summer cocktails.
ooh.
So it's going to be pina colada, blue lagoon, and well, other scents, and they're going to be in travel size spray mode. And I'm also making the vanilla solid on the side. So the idea is either you're wearing those like drink perfumes on the skin, or you layer it with a vanilla solid perfume. You apply something on top, and then you get the ice cream with the topping.
Amazing. That
And you
is
can mix and
amazing.
match that. So yeah, that's the summer edition gift set.
That is an amazing concept. I know Chelsea Perfumery Review had a couple questions about pricing. Whether do you do a deal where if you buy the Discovery set, you get something off the full bottle, or do you have any incentives like that for people when they convert from Discovery set to full bottle?
Well, the price doesn't really change, but since well, we're a small team of people packing all the orders, we take it very personally with every order, and we always include some little gifts or solids or some goodies on the side, candies, catalogs, like something.
Yes.
And of course, we always appreciate our returning customers. So
Yeah.
This is like gourmand.
That's called decadence.
oh,
It's a
you're
little
ahead of
bit.
me.
It's a little bit nutty.
Well, was folding. Yes, it's a dark gourmand, sandalwood, bran, aged vanilla, oakwood, brown leaf. I say brown leaf because we don't want to get banned. Cypress, poplar, cocoa, ceps, carnation, coffee, bergamot, and Brazil. Oh, basil.
It's like the coffee and the bran. Once I saw those two notes, then my brain clicked around it, but it gave this kind of like nutty gourmand quality. Very interesting.
Well, this one is actually my personal favorite
Yeah.
out of all my creations ever, and this one is having amazing dark vanilla dry down. Like if you're going for the vanilla, this is like the vanillest vanilla you can find.
Okay.
I love that.
Well, all natural lines, so you're using real vanilla. You're not using vanilla, obviously.
That's actually also explains why this line is a little bit, well, for some more expensive.
Yeah.
For some it's a little bit more expensive. For some it's very expensive, well, depending on the budget.
Sure.
Because the self-cost is super high here.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
materials.
this natural wooden cap here and the ingredients. And also, actually, I'm going to say here, sometimes, I don't know if you can see, you can find a little bit of the sediment on
Yeah.
the bottle. Well, this is totally normal. This perfume, like and other perfumes that might have some sediment, they were filtered multiple times, but it's this natural ingredients, molecules that create that. So nothing bad happened to your perfume. You have that, that's okay.
Let's do green tea and black currant.
Somebody's asking, Dark Tales, what's your name? This is Miss Arina Franzen.
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 It's called Decadence.
My name is Arina Franzen. All right, which one do we do? The black currant and green tea, yes?
Let's do the green tea because people in America are crazy for a tea scent.
Mhm.
They're crazy about tea here. Everyone wants to smell like tea. Open some of these strips.
Sure, dear.
Thank you.
Okay, longevity for my naturals, this really depends on your skin chemistry. So this is something that I cannot predict. Like for some people, it can last up to 2 days on skin, even after a shower. For some, it's gonna be sucked in directly because that's the part of the natural perfumery that your body's eating the ingredients. So if the perfume is absorbed way faster than you want it to be, you have to apply like a fat body cream or fixator or solid perfume, complementary or opposite if you want to experiment and layer. So you have to create some barrier if you want the perfume to last longer. So I cannot exactly say how long it's going to last for you. You have to try.
Okay, I don't know that I would wear this, but we have to have this.
Okay.
The black currant and tea.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so good.
Well, it starts very bright with black currant, also like another punch into the face, but that settles as well. And then it's going to be very gentle, almost unrecognizable from its opening.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so this one you really gotta try on the skin. Okay,
This
some
one?
bottles are gonna be a little bit darker like this.
Okay.
Some are gonna be like way lighter. It doesn't affect the scent anyhow. It's just the ingredients that we used, the batches. The batches colors will differ a bit.
Oh, I could smell that all day long. That is gorgeous. Elemi, green mandarin, black currant, black spruce, opaiba balsam, clary sage, and mate. Again, overused word maybe, but one of the more photorealistic teas. Where can I have that? Where's that?
It's right here.
I don't know. The actual perfume.
Sure.
I'm gonna dab that on. Oh, yum.
It's really good.
I love that you guys are not smelling the coffee beans in between.
No.
That you're smelling yourself. That's the good way.
Yeah.
Oh God, I gotta have that. I don't know why. Like I don't know why. Like that's not a me scent at all. Like it's pinging something in my brain that's never been pinged before.
You can just carry the little sample around for a few days and, feel into it.
Don't you talk me out of my impulse buy.
I certainly won't.
Yeah. You smell me? Oh my God, you guys are going to just absolutely go bonkers over this line, the naturals line. I'm literally torn now. Like I don't know which line I like more. There's more in the dark tails that's like wearable for me, I think.
Want to do creme brulee?
Of course. Ridiculous question.
Well, excuse me. Well, think about this line as like the perfumery, like their old school type of perfumery.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Absolutely.
vintage, very vintagey.
Yeah. And I love vintages. I'm just gonna have to get over the, masculine, feminine thing and just like wear the hell out of these just because they smell amazing.
Oops, sorry, that's creme brulee. Very interesting.
Oh God, you really your style with gourmands, I have to say, is really refreshing. And I'm not a gourmand guy at all. It's like they managed to be gourmand without being particularly sweet.
They're not sticky. They're sweet but not sticky.
Yeah, they're not
syrupy.
they're not confectionery sweet. Yeah. They're natural. They're naturally sweet.
This is really beautiful.
Look at the color of that juice. Vanilla, caramel, iris, linden blossom, white magnolia, bran, coconut pulp, and creamy sandalwood. Caramelized, smoky, reminiscent of brown sugar.
That is so nice. It really does evoke creme brulee, which is one of my favorite desserts.
It sure does. It is spot on.
Well, it's supposed to smell when it was just newly burned.
Yes, the crust.
Yeah, the crusty.
Yep, absolutely.
And it was served in front of you, but you haven't cracked it yet.
You put that creme brulee on?
I did.
Oh, this mate tea makes me so happy. Damn, that's really good on you. All right, everybody just kind of sit back and watch while we sniff each other's wounds. No talking, just sniffing.
Let's do Fleur.
Yeah, Scooch, you do need a discovery set. These are extraordinary. Now listen, guys, we've smelled like really well-known top-tier natural brands. Newton West here is local. Hiram Green are the two that stand out.
Wow.
These are every bit as good. Listen, Hiram Green, everybody knows the quality of that work. These lack nothing. They want for nothing in comparison to Hiram's work.
That's beautiful. Very interesting floral.
Oh my God. I just can't anymore. What?
Which one are you on? Fleur?
Fleur.
Lavender, red magnolia, carnation, red grapefruit, elemi, rosewood, orange blossom, jasmine sambac, geranium, ylang-ylang, sandalwood, copaiba balsam, and aged vanilla. Oh.
So that's a lot of florals, except the rose.
I think that's all the flowers. I think you got them all.
Except the rose. I specifically avoided it because I have Queen of Thorns.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that is a boatload of flower going on in there. It works.
It's like walking through a royal garden.
It works perfectly.
Like a really beautiful garden. I need to write the name.
Amanda, no, it's not coming back. That was limited edition.
What was it?
Liquid SE.
One of the most provocative perfumes I ever made.
Amanda, I don't even remember smelling that. I'm glad you're.
Oh, it was way back. It was in
that is so
in the
good.
autumn.
Ooh, Scooch, thank you.
What?
Scooch is going to send these dark chocolate sprinkles that you put on bread.
Oh.
Which one do we have?
This one,
This is Fleur.
still Fleur.
Okay.
We were still delaying smelling it because it's so incredible. Listen, calm yourself.
Oh.
We've got oud and fig next.
All right.
Ooh, you've got an oud fragrance. Hello. Okay, now I'm ready to move on. Come on, oud and fig.
He's an oud. That's L-U-T.
Get in there. Don't be shy.
I wasn't.
You can see.
Wow.
So this is, I think, one of the most unconventional ouds I could do.
Yeah.
Because I get a lot of customers from certain countries. They come and like, do you have something with oud? I'm like, no, but maybe I should. So I combine it with something opposite from how it usually smells. Like usually oud goes very good with musks and like animalic notes and like super heavy, style. But this one I wanted to elevate way more with some like dried fruitiness, maybe. Let me know what you think.
I am not a fig perfume fan. I love this.
That's good. Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, the oud is really wonderful, supportive. No, it's not like people who think I don't like oud could easily like this scent or love this scent. It's not in your face oud.
Green and figgy.
Yeah. What region of oud, if I may ask? If it's not secret, do you know off the top of your head?
It's not secret. I just don't remember. I cannot. I just don't remember.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, I am dipping Renaissance.
Okay, so Renaissance is the opposite of decadence, clearly, as it comes from the name. So everything you know about decadence that you tried, this dark vanilla. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not great.
There we go. So this one, the profile is quite herbaceous. It's light herbaceous, a bit minty.
Yes. Lovely mintiness in there. Lovely. Oh, goodness.
Very fresh, very
Like
light.
put them together, decadence and Renaissance. So this is like dark and light. And I rebalanced it to have as opposite as I could make it.
I love that. Did we read the notes?
No.
Mimosa, green mandarin, cardamom, marjoram, linden blossom, carnation, palo santo, cypress, amyris, and light patchouli.
So this is also medicinal in the best possible way. I don't know how familiar people are with that kind of term, but it's not. Sometimes people think that term is like a knock or comes along with being synthetic. It's not really at all. This smells like some sort of, magic healing potion that would have been put together by an herbalist.
Yes, and last but not least, Catholicon.
Oh, so fresh.
Yes, fragrances are unisex.
Yeah, they are unisex for sure.
Catholicon.
Well, I can also show one.
Wow. One for my hand, one couple for the strip. Oh.
So just beautiful sort of like classic labdanum incense is what I get out of this. Yeah.
So you see what I was saying when I was comparing it to floating candles?
Yes,
That they're relative, but floating candles is way heavier. But if you're looking more for like light incense or like golden incense kind of thing, that would be Catholicon.
Yeah. Floating candles.
It really smells like when you're inside a beautiful old church. It's not a sad fragrance like the Dark Tales fragrance. It's kind of a
Spiritual.
a little bit of
spiritual.
spiritual, has a wonder in it.
Yeah, there's a freshness, kind of a brightness. Is there is that maybe the myrrh. Yeah. I've never used any dynamone. I've heard that it's an extraordinary material.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It smells like leather and aged oak and smoke and vanilla and like You can just use Dynamo and have like a complete perfume.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I mean, I feel the same way about good labdanum. I could just dab a little bit of labdanum on and be happy.
Mm.
But the Buddha wood in here to me is what makes this really stand out. Like from other sort of incense ambers. Oh, heaven!
Yep, we
I'm
still
so glad
smell.
you got the bottle of that.
Wow.
Okay, favorites. This is an impossible task, but
I know mine.
what?
Queen of Thorns
Really?
is one. Yeah, it's a rose fragrance.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Hey, we made them all. That's it.
We did.
Yep.
Yeah, we did.
The green tea and blackcurrant is another one.
I second both of those. They're extraordinary.
And Fleur.
Fleur for me too.
It's so beautiful.
But for me, I think like if I were gonna, the bottle I will buy first is gonna be Smoke and Mirrors because it's the one that's most me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so freaking good. Oh my god. But these are
That's
all.
really nice.
Every one of these is like, you guys know that experience of like just falling into a scent and just not wanting to take your nose away from it. So many of these, I'm having that experience. Where did I put the green tea? There. The green tea is amazing.
Mm.
I'm surprised that like the ancient wood ones isn't. I mean, it's amazing, but it's not the ones I would go to because these other ones just pop so much. I think for me it would be Smoke and Mirrors and maybe Fleur.
They're so good.
Well, again, same thing I did with King's Jester. It's because we already have the Catholicon.
Yeah.
That actually is up there as well.
Yeah.
So. Oh.
So you have a lot of things coming out new. You've got the summer set.
I had just a side gig. That one was mostly for fun.
Yeah.
But what I'm most excited about this music line, this
Yeah.
Century Wind.
So you're going to have a 1930s, a 1940s, a 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah, every decade until 2000.
Oh, amazing. What is the 90s profile going to smell like?
Goth.
Soft?
It's gothic. 90s goth.
Gothic. Oh, goth. Okay. Amazing. Okay.
That one is metal and leather. Well, I think my most favorite one out of the whole line is 1960s, and that one I called. Well, I think I did just call it Smoky 60s, but it's greatly inspired by Bob Dylan.
Nice.
And that one is a combination of coffee and lavender.
Nice.
And you'd be surprised actually how well they click together.
Are these all coming out at once?
Yeah.
Okay. When is that?
Whenever cosmetic certification is over.
Okay.
They're going the technical part now.
Okay.
Whenever I have a green light.
Amazing.
But it's going to be a bit different bottles. I want to do the magnetic cap for those bottles. And the discovery set I want to put into this plastic tape cassette. Well,
Very cool.
make it very retro. And yeah, I have
That
to
is so fun.
play around a little bit.
And what did you say the name of the line was going to be called?
Oh,
That's when your husband chimed
Century
in.
wine.
Century
yeah,
wine.
Century Wind, right.
Yeah. Where's your husband? Where's her current husband? 90s in the U.S. will always to be freshies. Yeah, that's true, Melissa. That was the decade of the kind of fresh mall scents, Abercrombie and Fitch and such.
Mm.
These are
Well,
just
I can walk through them quickly. So 90s, 30s is going to smell, I call them jazzy 30s. And they smell like as if you're going, well, think like Someone Like It Hot movie with Marilyn Monroe. And they're playing in this pub underground and they have this jazz and like sticky floors and wooden tables and some sweet booze and like all that. So that's going to be about that, but with a bit of spice and like hot, this jazz. 1940s is going to smell like florals and champagne because it's golden Hollywood time.
Nice.
Then we're going 1950s. Oh my God, I forgot. Which one is 1950s? Okay, let's keep that.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. That is Rockabilly 50s. That's Elvis Presley.
Okay.
Nice.
So that one is Leather and Cherry.
Awesome.
Then we're going to 1960s, Bob Dylan, and that's Lavender and Coffee and a bit smoky notes. Hippie 70s, Patchouli, Patchouli, and more Patchouli,
Yeah.
with some chocolate and vanilla. Yeah, okay, Lena's already tried it. 30s is his favorite. Just looking at the comments.
Nice.
Then it's going to be 1980s Neon. So think about Pet Shop Boys and like those kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Flashy lights, tight suits, bubble gum, and like all that.
Love
Nice.
it. Love
They're
it.
very fruity, very ozonic. Then it's Goth 1990, sorry. And that's like Bauhaus and like old classical goth bands. And then it's 2000s, Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, nice. I was going to say
Amazing.
either that or Backstreet Boys is what I was thinking.
Yes.
Same thing.
Well, I'm Dark Tales, but why not? Just,
Yeah.
just why not?
I love
Because it's actually funny. It's such a self humor, like self trolling. Like whenever somebody's coming to my shop, the Dark Tales perfumes, I'm saying like, "Hey, I'm not doing Britney Spears perfumes here." Well,
it.
I am.
Now you will be. So it's
And that one's gonna smell like white mask powder and lip gloss. So that's gonna be
Okay.
very Britney Spears.
Okay.
That's so fun. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, it's very different from everything I ever did. It's a very unusual combination. Like in 80s, I'm using cucumber and like rice and like many notes that I haven't used anywhere in my perfumery yet. So it's experimental line. And I also wanted to combine like all senses. It's the story, it's the decade, it's the experience, it's the music. So hearing, seeing, sniffing, like it's like all senses together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like a 4D experience.
Yeah. Love that.
I'm excited to the moon and back right now about it. But yeah.
I can't wait till it launches. We're definitely getting a sample
Yeah.
set.
Oh, for sure.
We'll be getting that.
You will
Whenever
be doing sample sets of those?
Whenever cosmetic certification is over.
Yeah, you will.
But I should go through the legal stuff first.
Yes. All the
Yeah.
It's not like here where you can just throw stuff out. It doesn't even matter. No, nobody cares.
Now it's Europe.
Yeah.
Everything is very
The
rigid.
regulations are much more.
Well, and it's good. It keeps the people safe. Okay. Well, thank you for spending 2 whole hours with us.
Oh, thank you. It was fun.
It was fun. And expect a nice fat order. Because we'll be ordering some.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And
Yeah.
so you do, you ship usually within a day or two of the order, and you ship FedEx, I believe, to the US, isn't that right?
UPS at request we can do. FedEx usually we do, or we can switch to UPS if FedEx is not delivering, for example, to a certain location. But like I said, we're working with retail right now. Hopefully it's going to be available in like more countries, so we don't have to
Amazing. Yeah.
put limitations.
Now, for people who don't know, I mean, yes, of course, you want them to sell through retail, but is it better for people to order through you direct from the website just because of the margins?
Yes. Well, I can be quite open about it. When perfumery is working with retail, we're giving between 50-60% off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to support niche perfumery, please buy from the makers.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep. Which is your only choice right now, and you should be buying these right now, everybody, like we will be.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
thank you so much, Arina.
And thank you everybody for watching. We're gonna upload this to the YouTube channel, so it will live there, and we can share it around and get more eyes on it.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, have a great day. And now
Yeah,
for me, it's
you
almost
too.
bedtime.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you for being with us, Arina. Nice to meet you.
And bye everyone. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye.